and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be sharing what we're doing for our preschool at home when it comes to pre-writing skills. Now I don't think this will be a very long video because we only use 2 resources and the lessons only take about 5 minutes, if even that. I have tried in the past to do rice trays and sand trays and do more manipulative things when it comes to pre-writing, using whiteboards and erasers and chalk and things like that. But really, these 2 resources have saved me in terms of spending too long preparing to set up activities, and my child actually enjoys this style of learning, which is basically 2 workbooks that we use. So the first thing I purchased was the Doodles and Pre-Writing book, part 1 for littles, by The Good and the Beautiful. And I purchased the digital download for this curriculum, and you can access a free sample of this on their website. So I'm not affiliated with them, but I would encourage you to download the sample pages first and print them off and have a go with them. It's not too expensive to get the course, and there is a book 2, which I will get after we've completed this book. But basically we just do it a page a day, and it goes through different pencil sort of movements, from curves and loops and spirals, zigzags, and then it moves on to letters and numbers at the end of the curriculum. And so my child loves this, and there's also sometimes an extra task such as counting or a question to ask your child or things to colour, which is quite engaging as well. And it's very basic, but it's effective. There is a video as well which you can access, which encourages you to teach your child how to hold their pencil correctly, as well as a video for the child so that he can or she can copy the movements to make sure they're holding the pencil correctly. And what we do in our pre-writing lessons is, I have another book here which is the Collins Pre-Writing Wipe Clean book, and we have other Wipe Clean books which I've found before in Waterstones or The Works or Amazon. I've also found them in The Range and B&M and Home Bargains, places like that. And basically I find a Wipe Clean book page which has the similar movement for them to practice their pre-writing skill which they're working on in The Good and the Beautiful. And then I get them to do it in the Wipe Clean book first, and then I give them the printed page of The Good and the Beautiful curriculum that we're working on, so then he can use an actual pencil and paper and do it on the page. Because with the Wipe Clean, obviously if they make a mistake you can just clean it and he can try again, but on the paper it's a little bit more difficult unless you want to erase it, and I'd like to give them the best chance before attempting the printed version. So I do like having this style of working because we can track the progress, and it doesn't take very long at all. I definitely would recommend that Doodles and Pre-Writing, and I think that is as much as we need to do at this stage. Obviously writing doesn't come, I think reading is perhaps slightly more important. I know in Montessori approach they do writing before reading, but it depends what your child's interested in. My child does like completing worksheets, and we also use the Kumon Are You Ready for Kindergarten workbook, which also has pencil skills section in, and he has completed the colouring section. So anything like colouring pages, colouring books will also help encourage proper pencil grip and pencil control in terms of staying within certain areas, doing small strokes and not sort of big scribbles all the time. But yeah, I definitely recommend getting something like a wipe clean book, and then this doodles and pre-writing set, which is really easy to use. I just print the page for the next day and then we're ready to go. So yeah, that is everything we do. That is basically the end of this video, because it's not a very long subject that we do in our homeschool, but it is really enjoyable. And I just hope this helps. I would love to know if you have any suggestions for pre-writing. And I will keep an eye out for those in the comments. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.